Well, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and one organization for the last nearly 25 years has made it their mission to break the cycle. Joining me in studio is Minister J.R. Newton, the founder of Tapestry Ministries, and Dwayne Levels. And Dwayne, you represent the organization's MATA initiative, and that is Men Against Domestic Abuse, and we'll talk about that here in just a bit. I want to start with you, Ms. Newton. Let's start off talking about the organization. Tell us why you founded. You're a 30-plus year survivor of domestic abuse. Tell me about the organization and its mission.
I think the mission came, your greatest tragedies can turn into your greatest ministries. So I saw that other victims needed to have a voice, and they needed to have resources when, I know what it's like to run and not have anywhere to go. So I kind of started it out of that, just helping other people, come through that, give them a voice, and that's kind of how it started.
Okay. Dwayne, I just found out that you're the son in all of this, so happy to have you a part of the initiative. When a lot of people think about domestic violence, oftentimes men aren't necessarily included in that conversation in a positive manner. But the role you play in this organization is different, and it's trying to change that stigma. Tell me about MATA.
Well, I think it was a natural progression, being that I've seen it firsthand, right? And I saw the effect of how it affected my mother, my brother, and my sister, and I kind of took that to where I didn't want, that pain, you want to turn it to knowledge, but also, know that there's another way to get your point across, or if you're frustrated or whatever, there's another way to do it as opposed to putting your hands on a woman, right? And so, I remember, I think I was 10, and I witnessed it, and it broke my heart. And, as much as I tried to fight, he was a grown man, right? And so that really kind of where it all stemmed from for me to really want to be involved and speak on it. Hey man, there's other ways to be frustrated or whatever it may be than putting your hands on a woman. And to me, as a male, that's the most cowardly thing you can do as a man, is put your hands on a woman. So that's why I feel so passionate about it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. JR, what are some signs of domestic abuse? Because it may not look like what we all think.
Right, we know the most common one is hitting, slapping. Choking is a felony. So if anyone is choked because it cuts off, it's a possible death impediment after that. You have emotional abuse, where they make you think that you're crazy, that you're worthless. You have financial abuse, where they're taking your money, they're controlling how much money you get, whether you get any money or not, threatening to take your children, threatening to harm your family members, threatening with deportation for those that have immigrant status. There's also the rape, incest, that's part of an abuse. A lot of times you don't see it as being abusive. Yeah. When someone is mentally putting you down, but that's very abusive.
Very long list of ways that folks can recognize when it's happening. Dwayne, in your role, what have you learned within the organization and the role that you're playing about why abusers do abuse?
Well, I learned it's more about control, right? It's being able to control your partner by, whether it be physically, and she's talked about a little bit about financially or whatever it may be, but just wanting to be in control. And it's a very selfish thing to do. It can endanger you, things like that. So I've learned that that's where a lot of it stems from, just wanting to be in control.
JR, how can folks support your organization?
They can always support us. Go to our website, tapestrycares.org. There's a donation button. You can become a monthly donor. You can just become a donor, because it's very expensive. We take women out of that are actively running from abuse. We put them in hotels and keep them safe until we can get them into shelter, and so that can be very expensive. So any ways that people can support us, we appreciate it.
And that was Tapestry Care.
Tapestrycares.org.
All right. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And you have some other stuff coming up. So in addition to learning about the organization, you can support their upcoming gala. It is happening next year, but we want to give you a jump start on how you can get involved, okay? It's happening in Dallas at the historic Irvay Theater in February. You can find all the details, as you just mentioned, on their website, tapestrycares.org.